This is a metal detector checkweigher. The metal detector is separate to the checkweigher. I'll go through the checkweigher controls first. Okay, up the top we have an arrow key which selects your product, and you can select your product by going up and down like that, or just put in a number like that, number 23. And let's go back to number 2 where we were before. Enter. We have a document here, or a book, which represents a menu. We can run down through the menu, do various things, which we'll do in a minute. And this is the exit key. Now this key here changes your display depending on which one you want to use. And this one here is your exit key, so that exits back to where you were. Alright, so let's go into the menu key. Menu key is just as clear. Parameter setting, which is the important one. Press enter, and here we have the setting number 2. We've got the reference value for the weight, the product name, which we can put in by pressing enter. There, we press that key there, and we can put the numbers and the letters in for the product name, and then we go back to the E at the end after we've entered it, all that, and then we enter the name. We've got the lower limit, if we're allowed to go below the product reference value. We put how much below we can go and how much above we can go. That's set for 20 grams above. Then we've got the product length, which is set at 150 millimeters, and then we exit that. Okay, so that's setting up your product. Let's go to the calibration. We have to enter a password, so we go on password, press enter, enter 4 7s, and then we've got a lot of other screens available. We go down to, let's see, sensitivity correction. No, it's not that one. Where is it? Richard history. No, I've lost it. Input, direction, Richard setting. No, I've lost it. Stop for a second. We're calibrating the checkweigher. So we scroll down to sensitivity correction. Where's that sensitivity correction, which is there? We press enter. Follow the instructions on the screen. Press the 0 key, which is that one. It's re-zeroing, please wait. Now enter the weight of the calibration weight, which is 1000 grams. We press enter. Take off the calibration weight and press the 0 key again, and that's calibrated the scale. There it is on 0. We put the calibration back on, and it's reading 1000, so that's calibrated the scale. Now for reject operation, we go to the timing setting, we press enter. And to set the reject operation, we have a graph when we run the product. T3 is set on 150 milliseconds. That is the delay for the reject to operate. And we go down one more, which is set on 1000 milliseconds. That's the operating time of the reject. 1000 milliseconds is 1 second. So we'll come back out of that. And that's the checkweigher. We'll now go to the metal detector. Metal detector has its own screen and operating buttons. When we set a product on the checkweigher, the metal detector follows. So if we set product number 3 on the checkweigher, which I'll do now, product number 3, the metal detector should go to number 3. There it is there. So you can't change the product number on the metal detector, you change it on the checkweigher. But in order to set up the metal detector for the product, you need to calibrate the metal detector. We go to there, we go to auto setting, and we press enter, and just follow the instructions on the screen. And of course you've got to run your conveyor belt and feed the master product when it tells you to do so. When it's finished, it will tell you it's finished. Okay, that's that. You can also change the detect level by pressing that, and Y is for non-ferrous or stainless, and X is for ferrous. So you can change between the X and the Y using the arrow keys, and using the left and right hand keys you can move the graph up towards the arrow, and that makes it more sensitive. Away from that arrow makes it less sensitive. So that's a manual adjustment, and that's for non-ferrous, and the same goes for ferrous. Okay, that's the metal detector. Okay, further instructions on the Checkweigher and the metal detector regarding the reject operation. Now there's different sides that the reject operates on, and we're just going to go to that screen, press that, password, 4 7s, and down to classification direction, press enter. You'll see that minus no good goes to number 5, pass goes to number 3, plus no good goes to number 5. So that refers to the Checkweigher weights. Minus is under and plus is over. If you go to the other side, you've got metal detector no good goes to number 1, external no good, which is not relation to this, not relative, and double product. So the main concern is our Checkweigher and our metal detector, and you can set those, and it tells you what they are down the bottom. 1 is right, 3 is centre, 5 is left. I don't know what 6 is. Anyway, that's the directions for the reject. Come back out, and that we have it.